Remember the boy who weighed 3 kilograms at the age of 7? Here's what happened to him after adoption. It's difficult to envision a 7-year-old boy weighing 8 pounds, especially for one Tennessee mother who knew she had to save the underweight boy from an orphanage the moment she saw his image. Priscilla Morse of Nashville recalled her first visit to the Bulgarian orphanage to adopt little Ryan as very distressing. She initially believed the nurses had brought her to the wrong boy because Ryan appeared to be too young for his age. Morse told Inside Edition, "He had bones and flesh. He really looked like a skeleton. The first thought that sprang to me was that he was going to die." Saving Baby Ryan, a Facebook group dedicated to the case of a starving 6-year-old kid from Bulgaria, has an outstanding mother from Tennessee who shares her experience. Priscilla Morse stumbled upon his picture through an adoption agency while scrolling through her personal Facebook feed. Her life was irrevocably transformed as a result of it. She now intends to persuade other potential parents to adopt children with special needs or to assist those who do so. Years of neglect had left the infant barely alive, malnourished and covered in hair. While this may deter many people from considering adoption, it didn't deter Morse. She knew he was going to be her son right away, and she was prepared to face whatever challenges she and her family would encounter. Morse told Today parents, "I don't know how to articulate it, but you just know when you look at them. We had decided a long time ago that if we were going to adopt, it would be the children who no one else wanted, children in the third world nations who were locked away in institutions." If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be inspired by these real-life stories on a daily basis. Now, let's return to the story. In 2014, Morse began the adoption process with her husband's full support. She was all set to travel to Bulgaria the next year to meet the boy she would name Ryan. He was 7 years old, but still had the stature of a toddler and suffered from a variety of major medical conditions, including scoliosis, cerebral palsy, clubfoot, and microcephaly. Ryan's condition astounded Morse. "When I first saw him, he reminded me of a skeleton. I was stunned," Morse said. "It took 2 or 3 visits to the orphanage before I got over the shock of how malnourished he was. He was barely alive," says the narrator. "He was 7 years old and was smaller than my sons at birth. He weighed in at 8 pounds. Because he was starving to death, he was covered with hair. Her index finger was the same size as his thigh, and his teeth were rotten," she posted on Facebook. When Ryan returned to the United States, he was met by a team of doctors, some of whom began to cry when they saw him. They all stated there was no way this baby could still be alive, Morse explained. The physicians were stumped as to how to help him. They entered his room, cried, apologized, and promised to try again. Despite this, Ryan has made a miraculous recovery since joining the Morse family at home. They'll do whatever it takes, knowing that recovering from Ryan's 7 years of maltreatment will take years. Morse knew she wanted to help orphans with unique needs since she was a child. "I recall seeing a 2020 special about special needs orphans in Romanian orphanages. That night, I witnessed my father cry for the first time. He's the quintessential tough guy, having served in the Army during the Vietnam War and then going on to become a professional boxer. Seeing the strongest person you know cry over the situation of helpless children is enough to transform you, or in my case, completely shift your life course. I looked at my father and said, when I'm older, I'm going to help those kids." She had 2 biological boys 20 years later, but she still had a soft spot in her heart for special needs children. Then she came across a website where she saw a picture of a 3-year-old Russian kid with Down syndrome and heart abnormalities. "That's our daughter," I replied flatly after showing her image to my husband. "We need to go rescue her out of there." She raised thousands of dollars by selling crafts to pay for the adoption fee. She brought home her 3rd kid, Mackenzie, who thrived in her care as a result of her hard work. Then she saw Ryan one day. She acquired the monies and traveled to Bulgaria after working her hands to the point of needing surgery. After that, the rest is history. Ryan is now adored by his family. He's made incredible progress, but he'll have problems for the rest of his life. He's had multiple procedures and will need surgery for the rest of his life. He'll never walk, yet he is the most incredible child I've ever met, and it's an utter delight to be his mother. The family continued to adopt special needs children, and today the unique family of 6 children couldn't be happier, despite how wild and stressful life may be at times. It's crazy having 6 kids, 4 of whom have special needs. We wouldn't change a thing. I know my adopted children would not be living today if we'd said no, that this is too difficult, too much. Sacrifice is a part of love, and they're worth every sacrifice we make. Ryan, who will be 11 years old this year, is content in his wonderful family. This is a family that's left a lasting impression on us. You may find them on Facebook at Saving Baby Ryan. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone else who might enjoy it as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.